Hello and welcome. This is Flosstube episode number 51, and this is Heidi's Homemade. I'm Heidi, hello, and this is a video all about cross-stitch stuff, and I have a lot of stuff to show you. I kept meaning to do a video like last week, but I just ran out of time. So I have been in a finishing mode here the last few weeks. Not only am I trying to get done with some whips that are really close to being finished, to kind of cut down on the space that my whips are taking. Not so much because I don't want to have so many whips. That does not bother me in the slightest. But so that I can condense the space in which they're taking up. And then, let's see. I have been trying to get some stuff fully finished, and so I have quite a few things to show you that are fully finished. A couple finishes, some fully finishes, a lot of fully finishes actually. I have just a few whips because I finished stuff and I'm almost finished with another thing, and so I don't have a whole lot of whips to really show you. I think I have like 4. But and as usual, everything will be listed in the description box below. So if you miss what something is or whatever, it's in the description box below. Let's see. I have a bunch of haul to show you. I haven't been having a lot of haul lately, but I do have a bit because I did go to the attic last weekend and splurged a bit for my birthday because my birthday is tomorrow. And so yeah, that was my birthday present. Yay! Is going to the attic and splurging a bit. And then I've got some stuff that I picked up off of the freebie table at the last AZ Stitchers. And I have some stuff that I got on Etsy. And and a couple of things that I got on eBay. So yeah, let's dive in because I have a lot of stuff to show you. And I need to move my coffee because I am really afraid that something is going to fall into it. So I'm gonna move my coffee real quick. Okay, so first off, let's go with some fully finishes because they're like right here in front of me. I don't really have a whole lot of life update to share with you. Today is, let's see, today is I don't know what day it is. Today is November 23rd because tomorrow's my birthday. So today is Saturday, November 23rd, and it is supposed to get up to like 80 degrees today. So it's going to be quite warm this afternoon, and then it's going to fall back down again. But for those of you who are new to my channel, I am located in Mesa, Arizona area. So yeah, it's warmer than other areas. Other areas of the country are getting snow, and we are hitting 80 today. So that tells you. Yeah. Let's see, I just finished up my 3rd week at my new school that I'm teaching 8th grade English at. And let's see, not a lot else going on. Both dogs are fine. They are normal dogs, and sorry, one is right below me here. They have bones, so they are chewing on bones. So if you hear crunching in the background, it's because my dogs are chewing on bones. Let's see. I feel like I have a weird glare coming in. I think the sun is hitting off of something, and it's like giving me like a weird glare, but that's okay. We'll move on. So anyway, finishes. Fully finished items. So these are otherwise known as FFOs, fully finished items. here is my first fully finished item. And this one is actually going to be my smalls exchange for AZ Stitchers. So if you are in AZ Stitchers and you're watching me, surprise, this is what you're going to get if you get mine. I spray painted this frame. It was a creamy off-white color, and I wanted to darken it up so that the white would really pop on this gray fabric. And this is Tiny Modernist. It's one of the Christmas signs. It's a 4-pack design pattern, and this is one of the Christmas signs, and that one. So this is Tiny Modernist Christmas signs, and it says, "Have a Merry Christmas." I finished this earlier this year after showing it in my whip parade, and I was like, this is just about done. Why have I not finished this? So I pulled it out right after that and finished it up, and now it is going to be going to a new home in about 2 weeks. So the next AZ Stitchers is a smalls exchange, so that will get wrapped up and put in for that. The next thing that I got framed up is Strawberry Faire by October Fiber House Arts. October Fiber, yeah. So, you guys know it's been a very prolific design because everyone was doing it for a stitch along. I did not do it for the stitch along, as I have mentioned many times, but I did finish this up recently, and I had this frame that I thought looked really well with it, and on camera it looks really nice too. It's a 4x6 frame, I believe. Yeah, I think it's a 4x6. And this is a Hobby Lobby frame. I think it might have actually been on clearance when I got it, because I do scrounge their clearance sections to look for frames. And I just simply wrap it around the glass that comes in it, so that if I decide that I want to do something different with it, I can just pop it out and do something else, because I don't typically trim the fabric if I don't have to when I frame something. So there is no glass in this. I mean, it's in there, but it's not covering it. If that makes sense. So yeah, that way I don't lose the glass, and it gives it a very nice support and keeps it nice and stable. Okay, so there's that one. This next one, I went back and forth on finishing it like this for a while. So this one is an oval 8x10 frame that I picked up at Hobby Lobby on clearance. I don't remember how much it was, but I do remember that it was on clearance. And I picked it up because you don't see oval frames very often anymore. And I wanted something that, I like looking for stuff that is different. And so this one, I'm trying not to give you too much of a glare. So this one I went back and forth on quite a bit as to if I wanted to put this in there, because it fits but it doesn't quite fit. So this is Modern Tidings from Forbidden Fiber Co. I finished this last year or sometime early last year, and it had been sitting in my finish bin for a while, and I originally had thought that I would put it on a book, but it's a little too long to do that. So I was thinking about it, and this frame, it cuts off a little bit of the pattern, which is why I was kind of going back and forth as to whether I wanted to use this frame for this or not. But I think it looks really nice. It goes right up to her hands that you can barely see because of the glare. You can see it on the fabric, but you can barely see it because of the glare from the window. And it cuts off just the little end of the question mark here, but it does cut off most of the border from the top and the bottom. But you do get to see a little peek of it, which I think is fine. It doesn't bother me at all. That's like the least important thing of the pattern. So I think that this came out pretty good. It's like a light champagne color. It's not quite gold and it's not quite silver. It's like a champagne color for the frame. And it says, it's the gloomy things that need our help. If everything in the garden is sunny, why meddle? And that is from Downton Abbey. It was a mystery stitch along from a few years ago, and now it's just a pattern available on their website. And in case, oh, that really gave a glare. Let's not put that there. Oh, geez. I'm like running out of places that I can reach easily. Let's see. Like I said, that is a Forbidden Fiber Co. pattern. Okay, so the last thing that I framed is going to be this guy. And this is Hello Fall from Stitching with the Housewives. This frame is a little, I don't even know what size frame this is. It's not a 4x6. It's like a funky size frame. I picked this up at Goodwill for just like $1 or something. I think it was like 99 cents. And I cleaned it up. I don't mind there's a few little scratches on it, and I honestly don't mind it because it kind of gives character. But I buffed it up and cleaned it up, and yeah, put my little fox guy. I did change the color. The cup or the mug was supposed to be a creamy color, and I liked this tealy color better, so I did it in the teal color. And I think I changed a couple of the leafy in here, the colors for those. I know that I didn't use the called for on a few different colors on this one. But this is Hello Fall from Stitching with the Housewives. And like I said, a little actual wood frame from Goodwill. And this has been sitting in my frame stash because I have a small collection of frames that I pick up when I look at thrift stores and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. The next finishes that I have, fully finishes, are pillows. So those are going to be some soft finishes. And these are ones that I have finished recently. So you have seen these recently if you watch my videos. But they came out super cute and small. So, first thing is Robins and Snow from The Little Stitcher. And this is like a sister pattern to the, I have them up there. Those are Robins and Stars. And then this is like a sister pattern to those. So because they pretty much match them, I did them on the same fabric for stitching. So I decided to finish them the same way that I finished the other set. So that way there's 8 of them total that go very, very well together. They have all the same colors. This one added a couple extra colors to what that one did, but otherwise it's like all the same colors. And so I lightly stuffed them. I didn't want them to be too fluffy because I do intend at some point to tuck these onto Christmas tree branches. I don't want them too heavy for that. So I did lightly stuff them. And then I used, this is chenille yarn from the dollar store from Premier Yarns. And I really like using the baby chenille yarns because it's so tiny. It's hard to hold without covering the whole thing. They go perfect for what I want to use them for this. And you get a skein of yarn and there's so much yarn and you can use it for so many different projects. So it's the same thing that I used to finish the ones that are here. on my bookshelf. So yeah. And this is on 36 count raw with dots. So then there is the little bird bath. And both this one and this one, I shortened the patterns because there was supposed to be like some stuff at the bottom of these, but I didn't find it necessary, so I didn't do it. And I thought that where I stopped it was just right for the pattern. So these are quite small. The other two of the set, because there's 4 in each set, here is this little guy, and this guy is shortened slightly because I miscounted. He was supposed to be slightly bigger because there was supposed to be snow on top of the birdhouse as well, but I miscounted, and so when I went from this red color to here, I miscounted, and yeah. But that's okay. Everything else is on there, and I think it looks cute anyway. And if I hadn't told you that, you probably wouldn't have known. So, but this little guy is super tiny. He's like smaller than the palm of my hand. So, he's tiny. And then the next one is also a little tiny one. This little robin carrying a present. And of course the back. And I use the patch method. I just use heat and bond to make little patches to cover my little slits. And I typically use the same fabric that I did for the backing so that it blends really well for that. So if you were wondering, that's what I use. Okay, so those, and then the next set of little pillows that I did are the Winter Joy by Crochet Gogo. So I finished these recently, and I want to say that they were on my last video that I showed you as a finish, and now I have them fully finished. And this yarn is this is a baby chenille yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's the Hobby Lobby's brand. And so I thought that it looked really nice because it matches very well with the darker teal color that's in the pattern. And that is a snowman. He's hard to see in the lighting right now. If you've watched my videos, you know I've had a love-hate relationship with these patterns because I felt like I was doing a ton of invisible stitching. This is on 18 count Cafe au lait from my Vintage Needle Arts on Etsy, which is very, very similar to the called for fabric. So, and I had a fat quarter of this fabric that I thought looked a lot like snowflakes. So, and the color went very, very well with the trim and the colors of the patterns. So, I have all of those. I sat and watched some Flosstubes and hand stitched all of these little pillows up. I got my sewing, well, boyfriend got sewing machine, at least sewing forward instead of backwards. I think the mechanism that switches it from going forward to backwards and back again to do back stitching, I think there's something wrong with that mechanism. And so one of these days I'm going to have to probably take it and have it serviced or figure out what part that is. But I can sew forward now, so it is what it is. So there is that little guy. Oh, I'm going to pause. Okay, sorry, back. Had to pause there for a second. All right, so the next one is the little snowflake guy, and he's completely washed out with the light. Then got mittens. And the last one was the freebie pattern that came with the set, and it's actually this way. That one. Okay, so those are all of the fully finished items that I have this time. And as I move them out of the way, there we go. Okay, then I have a couple finished items. So the first one I'm going to show you is one that I've shown you before. So there'll be a picture up here showing what it looked like last time. And I have not taken the time to iron this yet. I should have, but I didn't, so I'm sorry. So then this one is Under the Sanguine Moon by StitchSprout on Etsy. And I stitched it on 36 counts Black Magic from my Vintage Needle Arts, using all the called for colors. And once I get it ironed, I have a frame that I'm thinking of putting it in, but I'm not sure if it's going to fit. It's going to be very close. So we will see if that is what I'm going to end up doing. The next thing, this was actually a start and finish. Oops. And I started it at AZ Stitchers last time, and I finished it the next day because when I got home from AZ Stitchers, I did not continue stitching on it. So I didn't finish it the same day. I would have, though, if I had continued stitching on it. So this is what I was stitching, and this is Pendulum Board by Bendy Stitchy. And I did not use any of the called for colors. I had some colors with me, and I picked out of what I had, and this is what I came up with. And I really like how it came out. This is on 18 count Toasted Coconut from Forbidden Fiber Co. And there's plenty of fabric left on this that I intend to actually stitch another one, because this one is for a gift. So yeah, so there's that one. So I used an orangey color. It's Clockwork from Weeks Dye Works. And then I used a teal color, Almirada, I think. And then I used purple, which was Amethyst. And these are all Weeks Dye Works, because what I did is I grabbed a couple of my subscription bags and took them with me and used the colors that came out of them. And then the blue one, I'm not sure what the blue one is, like a navy blue color. And then there's a dark brown color in there as well. But I do intend to do this one again. He wants me to do it in the exact same colors, but if I do that, then I'll probably switch where the colors are placed in the butterfly, so I'm not stitching the exact same thing twice, because that would be boring. So, especially since I didn't do it at the same time, and I had that in this bag, one of my bags that was quite popular, sold out very quick. Let's see. That leads me then into my whips, and I only have a few to show you, so let's go ahead and get moving on those. The first one that I pulled out and started stitching on, I haven't stitched on this. This is the first time I've stitched on this in a while, and this is Hope is Greater Than Fear from Forbidden Fabrico. This is from Hunger Games. Okay, so that's the pattern. And I had bought it as a kit, so it came with its own bag. And the fabric that it's done on is called Primrose, and it was a kit, so I wouldn't have chosen it in the size that it is, but it's a 14 count. And this fabric is extremely soft, so I do have to use a hoop with this one. And I will show a picture of where it was at. And now, here. So this is the center motif. And that is the full page of the bird, of the Mockingjay. I still need to do the work here, and I think there's a little bit more here before the next page. It might not be. I know there's stuff here before going on to the next page, going this way and getting the rest of the bird in there. But it's a lot of obviously color blocking, and then when I do because that is a very variegated color that goes around the border, when I do that I'm very careful of how I stitch it, so it takes a little bit longer, and it's on 14 count, so it eats up the floss quite quickly. It is going to be huge. I think I'm going to make it into a pillow, a big pillow when it's done, because there's no reason for me to make it into like a wall hanging or something. So I think it's going to end up being a pillow when it's done. But that is Hope is Greater Than Fear from Hunger Games, and it has like a quote on the bottom of it from Hunger Games that says, "Hope, it is the only thing stronger than fear. A little hope is effective. A lot of hope is dangerous." And that's a quote from the books / movies. So there's that. And I honestly, it was just a couple hours that I put on that one. And then the next thing that I pulled out and gave a few hours of time on was Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery, the Acorn House. This is number 8 in the series. I started at the end of the series, so I did number 9, and so this is number 8. So that's what it will look like whenever I get it done. And it's in here somewhere. Owie. Lupin, you just scratched me. And, yep, I have a needle sticking out of it. Pull it back out. There we go. And this is where I'm at. And this is on a no-name 18 count Aida that is from Amazon. It's like a putty color. And I think I will continue this series on Aida, but I think when I switched, because this is the Pumpkin Lane series. I also have the Peppermint Lane series, and I've started sorry, Lupin just like jumped at the bottom of my chair. I also have started the Wisteria Lane series. I have not started them. I've started collecting them. When I go to do either the Peppermint Lane or the Wisteria Lane, I think I'm going to switch and do them on linen, because I think I will like the way that it looks better than what it looks. I mean, it looks fine on Aida, don't get me wrong, but I think it will look a lot better on Sorry, my dogs are like freaking out. I think it will look a lot better on linen. And this is in another Forbidden Fabrical bag that I just ordered as a one-off. And this is an Outlander from the song. So, come on guys. Get out from under me. Come on. Okay, so then my next one that I took out and worked on for a bit while I was on a Zoom call the other night is this one, which of course I have a needle poking out of it because that's what I do. Okay, let me show you the pattern real quick. This is in the Leafy Treetops, and this is from Under the Garden Moon is the designer. And this was a 5-pack of designs that I picked up at the attic a while back. And they're all like little birds. So, last time, and you'll see a picture up here somewhere. Oh, Lupin. Last time, all I had was the little wing. And now I have almost the entire bird. And this is on 25 counts even weave. Yeah, 25 count Lugana from Hobby Lobby. And I'm doing it 1/1 on 25 count Lugana. So it's just going to be a nice little circle here. Sorry, I keep getting distracted because Lupin, which is not a small dog, he's a shepherd and husky mix, is squeezing under the settee and chair over here to get a bone that's at the back by the wall. And he just got back out, and it was funny. Sorry. So in comparison, this was the first one from the series that I did. So my plan is to do the other 4 in each of the corners and then make little ornaments to go with the big one in the center. And that is 2/2 in the center. Which was huge. It was huge. It was weird stitching it because it was so huge. But yeah, so there is that. And I'm almost done with that one, so I might pick it up again before putting it to the side and finish it before I do that. Because I really, if I gave it a little bit of time, honestly, I could probably get that one finished. But I say that a lot. And sometimes I go back to them and sometimes I don't. Okay. So then the other thing that I worked on that I'm almost done with, but I need to be in the right headspace to continue working on it, is Little Snowy Pink Cottage by Nora Corbet. And this one, that's what it looks like. So of course there's tons of beading, and that's where I'm at this point. So I have I was working on it the other day, and so it was in its hoop, but I need to take it out of its hoop. So there she is, and as you can see, I have started putting in the beads, which is really looking cute. So I have all these clearish beads. They're a pale green, but they come out looking clear. And then there's a bead there, and then the Christmas tree, and the beads that go across here, and the like starburst at the top of the tree. And I started going up the side of the house here, because there's clear ones that go up the side of the house, and then there's clear ones that go here and go down the side with the snow, and same thing, and then it goes back up around this guy. So There's a ton of beading on this, and this is the one, like I said, I need to be in the right headspace to continue working on that. So there is that one. Okay, and I've got Random Floss, Little Snowy Pink Cottage, yeah. Okay, I want to make sure I said that right. This went with that. I have like Random Floss sitting around. There we go. Okay, so that's all of the fully finishes, and whips, and the one new start finish that I did over the last few weeks. Okay, so now as I rearrange some stuff, sorry, bear with me here. All right, so now moving on to the haul section of the video. And I probably should have pulled this out of the bag before. Oh. Okay, everything? Okay. So, moving into my haul section of the video, and hi Lupin. Hi, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Look, there's a video. There's a video. Yeah. Yeah. That's what that is. It's a video. All right, get down. Get down. I know, get down. Get down. Good boy. Stay down. Where's your bone? Where's your bone? No, I don't have it. Okay, hang on. I'm going to have to pause for a second because he's eating. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so what I picked up at the attic. I do have a birthday start planned, so I'm going to show you at the end of the stuff from the attic, and then everything else. So, trying not to drop everything. Okay, so first thing I picked up from the attic is French Country Crow from JBW Designs. I picked up from Plum Street Samplery, Jump Clump. That's the one. Sorry about the glare. That's the one with the little jumping spiders, which I am not a spider person, but these little guys are very cute. And since my classroom is all like nature-y themed, I thought that it would be really cute to do that. And I have a couple of my other finishes already there. Then I have Fig Folk, which is the little bats hanging from the fig tree. Also from Plum Street Samplers. I think those will both stitch up really quick. Let's see, I picked up Forest of Zig, which is the sister pattern to Garden of Zag, or Garden of Zig. This is Forest of Zag. Garden of Zig, which I made into a project bag, which is going to very shortly house my birthday start. And so, of course, I had to pick up Forest of Zag because, like I said, it's like the sister pattern to it. And I have a thing for ink circles, so there's that. Okay, so then next one I picked up is Heartstring Sampleries Out There Ornament Set. So if you're not familiar with this one has X-Files, it has Star Trek, it has Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and then it has Logan's Run here. Okay. I picked up, because I've been eyeing it for a while, I went ahead and picked up the Primrose Cottage 12 monthly minis that came out, Market earlier this year. And I think I want to do one a month. And these are something that I would be able to stitch in one sitting easily. So I think I'm going to challenge myself to do one a month and get them done. You can see looping in the back there. Let's see. Then I picked up this one from their clearance bin, and this one is Curie et Batikuri? I don't know. It's French. Hungarian Rhapsody is the name of it. And it's got 6 little patterns in it. And it comes in both the background stitch and without the background stitched. So I thought that they would make really cute needle books. To pick 2 patterns, one for each side, and make them into needle books, I thought would be kind of cute. Not necessarily to do the 3, but to do 2. Okay, so then I picked up some fabric. I got 20 count black. Pause. Okay, sorry. Lupin grabbed a piece literally off of my sewing machine and was chewing on it. So, moving on. So, let's see. I showed you the black 20 count Ada. I also got charcoal. I don't know if you can see. Definitely there is a difference. And charcoal will be much easier to stitch on than the black. So, both of which are 18 by 22 inch. And that's also a 20 count. I am a fan of the 20 count. So my upcoming birthday start is going to be Blue Flower Forest Home. I picked up the fancy flosses, which I'm pretty sure I have a few of these, but I wanted to make sure that I had all of them. And I wouldn't have to worry about it because I knew I wanted to start it soon, and then I decided to make it my birthday start. But I picked up the 6 fancy flosses, and then last night I went through and got all of the DMCs that go with it as well. So I have that ready to go, and it is going to be on 40 count raw, which I think is going to really pop those colors. I was looking at all the different linens, and I was totally thinking that I was going to pick up some fancy dyed fabric, because this was at the attic. So I was totally thinking I was going to pick up some fancy dyed fabric, and the light color, this light brown color, kept getting lost in all of like the neutrally fabrics, and I didn't want to go with something that was a blue or a green because I didn't want to lose the colors of the plants or the color of the waterfall. So I knew I wanted to go with something neutral, and I ended up liking how the colors looked on the raw the best. So that's what I got, just raw, 40 count raw, and it's a stiffer linen, so I will be able to stitch in hand on that, which makes me happy. So that is everything that I picked up at the attic last weekend when I went. So now, moving on, let's see. Let's go with what I have gotten from Etsy the last month, I guess. So, first thing to show you is this one. This is from the 90s. So it says, "Please be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s." I'm sorry, not the 90s. From the 1900s. "Please be patient from me. please be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. I totally intend to stitch this probably in like tones of like greens to go with like my planty themed stuff for my classroom, so I can put it in my classroom because I think it's cute. And that might be a start sooner rather than later. And it won't take long because it's mostly words. And words don't usually take too long. I will just have to figure out what colors I want to do it in, because it's only, I think it's literally only 2 colors, maybe 3 colors. 3 colors. It shows 3 colors. So I'd have to pick 3 colors and what size. It says 18 count finishes at 6.7 by 5.5. So it'll be small, and that would make it super cute to put in my classroom. Yeah, the more I look at this, because I ordered it like a month ago, and I just printed it out today so I could show you guys. And the more I think about it, I think I want to start this one sooner rather than later as well. I just need to figure out what color I want to stitch it on and what colors to stitch it with. Especially since it's only 3 colors, it should go really fast. So there's that. Okay, moving on. So, let's see. I got a bunch of Satsuma Street stuff to show you. So, and I've, and some of the stuff I bought previously and I just hadn't printed it out yet. So, not everything is stuff that I bought in like the last month, but there's a few things that I bought in the last month, but some of it's just, I just didn't print it out until today. And I need to put some new ink in my printer because some of these came out a little bit funky color, but that's okay. It's good enough for me. So the first one to show you is Christmas Baubles, and it has all 6 patterns, and it also has 2 different colorways, so you can choose between more of a classic color, or the other colorway is more of a it's like my colors are off from my printer, but it's more of a like a orangey almost color tone with like, yeah, so it's, yeah, there's 2 different colorways, so I would have to look at which ones I wanted to do. But these you would be able to do on perforated paper if you wanted to. And I think I am in the process of fully finishing the original ones that I stitched from Satsuma Street, which were last year's Christmas ornament set. And I have them all cut out and trimmed up and everything, and I went to glue them onto the felt, and they just keep peeling back off again. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get that done and accomplished. Serious? Shh. So, hang on just a sec. Okay. I feel like this is going to be like the video with all the pausing. People were walking down the sidewalk and Sirius growls at them and sometimes starts barking. This time he didn't actually start barking. He just sat there and growled the entire time because he could hear them. So, anyway, I'm still trying to figure out how to get them to stick to the felt. I did pick up some sticky felt and some sticky foam that has its own adhesive on it. So I'm hoping to try that out and see if that works better for me. And honestly, I might try doing that after I get done with this video, in case I need to run out and get some more. Because I got 1 piece of each, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Loop in. Loop in. Loop in. Enough. Enough. I'm trying to do a video. I'm trying to do a video. Yes. I know. I know. I have been sitting here for a little while. Huh? And I have not been petting you. No. No. You need to get down though, because I need to finish. I do. I need to finish. I know. I know. Okay, get down. Down. Good boy. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. So, moving on, if he lets me. Oh, like I said, this is probably going to be the video with all the pausing. So, I went ahead and got the Merry Pair that has Santa and Mrs. Claus, or just two very happy elves. Then I got Lupin. I went back and got the two sets that I did not have yet. So I got the Partridge and Pear, the Snow Angel, the Ring-a-Ding Santa, and the Puppy Present. And then the other set that I hadn't gotten yet was the French Hen. I really like the 12 Days of Christmas, the way that she's done them so far. The Snow Buddy. Santa Deer. And Candy Claus. Okay, so then I picked up the ones that she just released. So that one I just purchased last night. So this one is Gold Rings. So this is this year's 12 Days of Christmas edition. And there's your rings. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golden rings. And then this is Sweater Weather with a cute little Yeti. And then I have Little Drummer Girl. And this one might be my favorite out of the whole set. And this is Winter Break with the little mouse inside of the little... This is like one of those like those old-fashioned glass ornaments that have like the concaved area, and the little mouse is like sleeping inside that concaved area. I think that's really cute. Okay, so that is all of my Etsy purchases that I finally, some of them I finally printed out, and the other ones I just got. Obviously, I just got the Satsuma one from this year. Okay, so then other purchases. I got I guess won these from eBay. I got Prairie Schooler, Father Christmas. So this will go with my Kris Kringle collection that I did last year at Christmas time. And so I will probably do these, because that did not take me long at all to do all 8 of, well, I did 6 out of the 8 last year. Sorry, Lupin is being weird and I'm trying to listen to what he's doing. So I got that. This was all in one set. I got Prairie Schooler stockings and more, because I kind of want to do a couple stockings. I would have to do these on some really big counts, or do them like 3 or 4, over 3 or 4 instead of over 2, to make them big enough. Because even on 7 count, it would be 14.5 by 9 5/8. So that still would not be a very big stocking. Although I guess that would probably be more appropriate. Because on like I normally stitch on like 18 count. That would be 5 5/8 by 3 3/4 stocking, and you're not getting anything in that. Because if I'm gonna stitch them as stockings, I'd want to use them as stockings. So I did pick that up with the intent to possibly at some point stitch these as stockings. I really like this one with the swans, and I like the Santa. I probably would not do this one because samplers are not my thing. And it's the alphabet. I don't like doing alphabet over and over and over and over again. If it's words, I don't have a problem with it. It's the alphabet that I don't like. And then this one's not bad either, but it's not really, to me, it's not super Christmassy. This one looks more Christmassy, and this one. And if I did them, I might even add like some beads or something to it to give it a little bit of a pop. And maybe freshen up the colors. But I also like how they made them into their own little like ornaments too. That's super cute too. And then this one came with it. I got it for the Prairie Schoolers, but this one came with it. And this is Cinnamon Heart Needleworks, and it has how many? 12? 12 different little, it's called Pine Needle Christmas, and it's got 12 different little ornaments. And so yeah, so I got those from eBay. I don't remember how much I paid for them. It wasn't that much. So then, moving on to what I picked up off the freebie table at AZ Stitchers last time. So, I picked up Amy Brecken Designs Eek. And it's like a little witch's hat. It says Eek, and it's got the shoes. I thought that was cute. It does not have any of the embellishments with it, because obviously someone probably already stitched it and then we're giving it away. But there's supposed to be a couple little elements, because there's like a fuzzy spider right there, which just looks like it's like a white or a black pom-pom that's like stitched down with using the legs to stitch it down. And then there's like something right there and something right there. They're like little buttons. So there's that. I picked up Lindy Stitches, Endangered Species Club. This is the Amore Leopard. Then I picked up 3 total of those. So the African Savannah Elephant, which is probably my favorite out of the 3 that I picked up. And then the Ring-Tailed Lemur. And those are all Lindy Stitches. And then the last one that I picked up is Something Wicked by La-Di-Da. And it says, by the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. And that one's an older pattern as well. 2008, so that one's been around for a little while. I've seen this one a lot, and I didn't have it, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to grab that one. So, that is it. All right. I haven't watched any new Flosstubers. All the normal Flosstubers I usually watch, I will have linked below. Yeah, that's about it. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, take a second to subscribe. I think that's about it. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.